Two things. One, I am not Ashens, nor do I pretend to be, or have a British accent. And two, you do not want to know how I got this camera here to be stable, because I'm looking at it, the little setup that I have, which is best described as a menagerie of objects that rightfully never should have contacted each other in all of human history. As you will notice, my bed is not brown, which is the regularly used color for demonstrating food objects on couches or other mattress-based furniture. However, I do not wish to turn this thing brown, because that would require a lot of stuff. Earlier today, at the request of certain individuals, I purchased brown bread. Canned, as you may have noticed. It is canned bread. It is bread in a can. I don't know how many times I can say the same thing. So if you don't understand it by now, then too bad. This stuff apparently is, and if I can bring it up here, here we go. It is made in Portland, Maine. It's actually a French-Canadian food. Cool, I guess. Right? Man, it's difficult to navigate around my camera. We're going to crack this bad boy open in the way that it says how to do it, which is literally just to open it up with a can opener. For some reason, the instructions tell me to open up both ends of the can and then push it out with a spoon. I'm not going to do that because I don't have a fucking spoon on hand. Come on. There we are. And now the other side. I would imagine this is because it's easier simply to push the thing through than it is to try to scoop it out, considering that the bread itself is probably creating a vacuum within the can. Instead of negotiating around that little bit of a travesty, you can just open up both ends. And this is what it looks like on the inside. It's hard to see because the light I have in my room is coming from the window in front, and a light to my right, and a light above, but nothing from behind me. So it's kind of dark. But you get the idea, right? Let's see, I have the back of a knife. Can we push it through? Oh yeah, that's... Give it a little bit of a tap, hold on. I think this is why most bread isn't canned. I'm gonna squeeze it a little. This isn't really working. I bought canned bread. That was my first mistake. My second mistake was thinking that I could open it on video. All right, now I have to, I have an idea. I need to push it through the can with something that's roughly the same size as the inside of the can. I have a number of objects here. First, I'm gonna try this lid. So kind of creating like a large surface area to just kind of push. Yep, oh, there we go. Oh, here we go. All right, cool. I'll take that. And there you have it. Canned bread, uncanned. A bit uncanny, as they say. So this, at this point, you just kind of act like normal food items. Give it a bit of a slice. Here we see the cross-section of bread. Let me lower my camera. This might destroy my entire setup, so hopefully it doesn't do that. Be very careful. All right, there we go. We have our slice of canned bread. Let's try it. Let me go on for another bite. It's good, I'll tell you that. It is very sweet and very molassesy. It's primarily why, I don't know if you can see the ingredients list from back here. Let me try to find it for you. The third ingredient here is molasses. That's why it's brown bread as opposed to just canned bread, I guess. And if I'm not mistaken, it is steamed, which is why it's also in a can as opposed to, say, a loaf, which I would imagine is slightly more difficult to steam. I've had this before. I usually have it with butter and baked beans, like you'd get Bush's baked beans or whatever. And it's a very French-Canadian style of food item. It's popular in New England insofar as you can literally go to the store and purchase this as an item, as opposed to other parts of the country, which, if I'm not mistaken, this isn't really a thing in other parts of the country. So I have the unique opportunity to eat canned bread at my leisure, in the immortal words of Squidward. Wow, they haven't canned bread! Taking another bite just because I fucking can. It's almost akin to a cake. It is much sweeter than normal bread. It is much denser than normal bread. It is approaching the texture and consistency of a cornbread, but without those crunchier notes you get from the cornmeal. So it's sort of like a half wheat. I think, let me look at the ingredients here. Yeah, so it's water, wheat flour, molasses, rye flour. Yeah, degerminated yellow cornmeal. So there is cornmeal in here. It's not bad at all. I wouldn't eat it every day. For the unique experience of saying that you've eaten canned bread before, it is an excellent thing to try. That's, I think, it. Because what else do you do with canned bread except eat it and then talk about eating it and then make a video for some inexplicable reason? I will leave you to it. Have a good day.